Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel and welcome to another brand new video. This is the video where I usually drop 5 teams that I think are going to play straight win this weekend. 5 teams that I always pick and I see them as being very safe to play as straight win this weekend. But for the past couple of weekends we've always been losing by just one single team, and last week I did not post any game because I was a bit kind of wondering. I decided to take time and look at what is wrong, what is making us lose by one game every single weekend. That was why I didn't post last week, because I was a bit angry about the results. But this week I'm back to post a game for my teams to play straight win. So if this is your first time on this channel, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and also do not forget to turn on your notifications so that you get notified each and every time we post a new video on this channel. On this channel we post predictions every single day of all available leagues and matches, like the best prediction you can ever get. So make sure you've subscribed and make sure you've turned on your notifications so that once we post you'll see it, because odds also drop very fast. So the reason for turning on your notification is because so that once we post video, you see it, you play before the odds begin to drop. The prediction we post here was always the best predictions after series of analysis being done. So, and also do not forget to share this video so that I can get to different people, so that the video can reach a whole lot of others. And then before I forget, your comment is very important. I like to know what you think about the predictions. Like, as I drop these games now, just give me your honest opinion. If you like the 5 teams that I drop, please let me know. If you do not like the 5 teams, also let me know, because I really need to know your opinions and see those who agree with the teams I picked and those who do not agree with the teams I picked. That is why I always ask for your comment. That's why I always say you should make sure you leave a comment in the comment section, because it's very important. It is very important. So let me not spend too much time. That's for that. I would like us to just get straight into these games to see the teams that I said we should play straight win this weekend. So let's go. 5 teams to play straight win this weekend. Number 1, Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League. Galatasaray, who are the league leaders currently in the Turkish league, though they are just 2 points above Trabzonspor in the league, but they are facing a 13th place Antalyaspor this weekend, and I think this match is on the 13th, which is Saturday. And I picked Galatasaray as the first team we should play straight win. That is because I believe that Galatasaray are definitely going to win this particular match. Looking at the most recent matches available to us, the recent results, we can see that Antalyaspor has struggled this season, especially when they are at home. Antalyaspor have won just 1 in their last 5 home matches, losing 4 games at home. In their last 7, they've lost 5 of their last 7 home matches with just 1 win and 1 draw. So we can see that being at home doesn't even help this Antalyaspor team, because they can easily be beaten at home. Now Galatasaray have won 6 of their last 9 away matches in the league so far this season, and head-to-head record between these two teams also show that the last 6 matches Galatasaray has faced Antalyaspor, Galatasaray has won each and every one of those 6 matches. So it is very clear to us that it is going to be very safe this weekend for us to play Galatasaray to win. And then though Galatasaray won last weekend, but they lost in the Champions League, and I believe that loss is going to have a lot on them, and they are not going to come to this match very motivated, because they will want to win and maintain their stance on the league. So, and then more statistics going into this match says there are 4 most recent home matches in the Turkish league. They have lost 4 back-to-back of their most recent home matches, and in their last 10 matches in the Turkish league, Antalyaspor have won only 1 in the last 10 in Turkish league. In their last 4 matches, goals have been produced. Obviously these goals are probably against them, so it is very clear that Antalyaspor's form is trash coming into this particular game, if I can use that word. Antalyaspor are not in a very good form. Now let's go to Galatasaray. Galatasaray haven't lost any of their last 18 matches against Antalyaspor in all competitions. It has always ended in a win for Galatasaray. And then also their last 6 games, which I've already said, Galatasaray have won their last 6 games against Antalyaspor, and then Galatasaray have not conceded in their most recent 3 away matches against Antalyaspor. Antalyaspor have failed to get a goal against this Galatasaray team. And then in the last 5 matches against Antalyaspor, Galatasaray have scored at least twice. So all statistics indicate that Galatasaray are going to win. That is why I picked Galatasaray as the first team that we should play straight to win this weekend. So that team is Galatasaray. Now let's go to the second team to play straight to win this weekend. And this team is no other team than Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, in the French league. PSG are playing away to Metz. This is another clash of the league. PSG are currently second place. They are 1 point behind RC Lens, and so I think PSG are going to really have a lot of motivation coming into this game. RC Lens are bottom place team in the league on this season, and they come into this game in a mixed form, having lost 3 of their most recent 5 matches, while PSG have lost just 1 and drawn 1 in their most recent 5 matches. This season, Metz has a losing rate of 68% in the league. So meaning that for every 10 matches they play in the league, they lose 7 of them. That is the form of Metz coming into this particular game. And then PSG have won 4 in their last 6 games, like I already said earlier. So let me go into more statistics. Head-to-head between these two sides show that Metz has lost their most recent 6 matches against PSG. The last 6 times PSG and Metz clashed in the league, Metz have lost all 6 of them. So going into this game, PSG are definitely I do not need to spend too much time on statistics for Metz versus PSG, but let's just get a little bit more. Metz's most recent record in the League One consists of 3 straight losses. 3 straight losses in the League One for Metz. That is not good at all. Metz have only won 3 in their last 17 matches. If you remember, I said Metz form this season shows that for every 10 matches they play in the league, they are going to lose 7 of them. That is their form. So that is that. Now PSG are on a run of 14 straight wins against Metz. 14 straight wins. So Metz cannot win PSG. That's what it implied actually. And in their most recent 3 matches that these two teams met, PSG have won them with a margin of at least 2 goals. And then PSG have also scored in fact, for this last, I already said 14 straight wins, meaning that PSG have scored in all straight 14 clashes against Metz. And then the last 7 away matches against Metz, PSG always score at least 2 goals in each of these games. So it is very clear to us that PSG are also going to win this one. So I have 2 safe picks now, 2 safe teams to play straight to win this weekend. I already mentioned the first being Galatasaray and the next being Paris Saint-Germain in the French league. Now let's go to the third team to play straight to win this weekend, and this third team is in the Italian Serie A, which is Inter Milan. Inter Milan are 3rd place, and they are playing a 14th place Genoa FC in the Serie A this weekend. And Serie A so far has been one of the most keenly contested based on their top spot, because Inter Milan are 3rd and they could easily move to 1st position with a win and as little as a draw from their rival team. So that is how tight the Serie A is, and they could drop if, depending on results from the other teams, if they do not win. So Inter Milan really need this win, and considering their Champions League result, which was not favourable to them, they lost by a long goal to Liverpool. So Inter Milan are going to come into this game with that motivation that they need the win. And now Genoa have won 3 in their last Serie A matches. That is an interesting form. That is like show that Genoa are an improving team and they are starting to do better. But Inter Milan have won 15 matches in their last 20. So the form gap is very wide between these two teams. And then the head-to-head, Genoa haven't won Inter Milan the last 6 times these two teams have met, but Inter Milan have won 3 times and the matches have ended in a draw 3 times. So that is what happened the last 6 times these two teams met. And also other available statistics show that Genoa only have 1 win in their most recent 10 home matches in the Serie A. Their last 5 home matches, they have 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses. But when you stretch it as far back as 10, they still just have 1 win. And this win was in their most recent match against Hellas Verona. That was the only home match they've won so far, and that is not good. Though Genoa have scored 2 or more goals in all of their last 5 matches in the league, meaning that Genoa participate in high-scoring matches. So we should expect a very tough and high-scoring match here. And then Inter Milan are undefeated against Genoa in 12 consecutive matches. So Inter Milan always have the upper hand whenever they tend to face this Genoa team, whether home or away. Inter Milan always have the upper hand. And then Inter Milan have managed to score at least one goal in all of their last 8 away Serie A matches. So definitely, we expect a goal from Inter Milan in this match. We expect more than a goal, actually. And me, personally, I expect Inter Milan to come out victorious against Genoa. That is why I picked them as the third team to play straight win this weekend. That is Inter Milan. Now, the fourth team I want to pick for us to play straight win this weekend from the Spanish La Liga, and this is a team, Villarreal. Villarreal, who are the third place team in the La Liga and have been in a very, very impressive form in the La Liga, though Villarreal's form did not stretch into the Champions League, because we saw how Villarreal performed against Copenhagen at home in the Champions League. So in the La Liga, Villarreal are in a very impressive form, and that is the form I'm using for this particular analysis that I'm going to drop in. So I picked Villarreal to win because Levante, who are currently 20th position with just 9 points, have an 83% loss rate in the La Liga. 83%. They lose over, if they play 10 matches, they are expected to lose at least 8, if not 9. So that is just that. Villarreal have won 4 in their last 6 matches. And Levante's last 5 matches at home have ended in 4 back-to-back losses with 1 draw. In fact, in their last 10, like their last 9 home matches, Levante have failed to win. They've drawn 3 and lost 6. So Levante are not in a good place at the moment. They are not at all, as compared to Villarreal, who in their last away matches they have lost twice, and these 2 losses came in the Champions League, not in the La Liga. In the La Liga, Villarreal have been very, very impressive. And then matches featuring both Levante and Villarreal, in the last 6 matches of these 2 teams separately, they have always been over 2.5 goals. We expect another high scoring match here. Villarreal are going to score a lot. Levante may manage to score 1 or 2 goals, but I see Levante losing this match against Villarreal. That is why I'm picking Villarreal to win. So more statistics shows that Levante are on a run of 5 straight defeats in the La Liga. That is the first thing I need you to know. And then Levante have just 1 win in their last 10 matches. Levante have failed to score in their last 3 matches in the La Liga. How do you see this kind of form? Levante have conceded at least 2 goals in their most recent 6 home matches in the La Liga. There is nothing good about Levante's form so far in the La Liga. There is nothing good about that. Now let's go to Villarreal. Villarreal are undefeated in their 19 of their most recent 21 matches have ended in them not losing. And then Villarreal have won 6 back-to-back games in the La Liga. Villarreal have also scored 2+ goals in back-to-back 7 matches in the La Liga. So Villarreal are in a way better form than La Liga. And owing to their Champions League defeats to Copenhagen, I believe that Villarreal are going to be fired up coming into this game, and Villarreal are going to take any chance they get to come out victorious in this game. So that is why I picked Villarreal as the fourth team rather, to play straight win this weekend. Villarreal. Now the last team that I picked that we should play straight win this weekend, this is not like they are the worst team, or this may even be the best team in this list. Also in the La Liga, Atletico de Madrid. We've talked about Villarreal, who are the 3rd place team in the La Liga. Now let's talk Atletico Madrid, who are the 4th place team in the La Liga and who have been in one of the best forms so far. Defeating PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League could only reiterate how much good form Atletico Madrid have been, though their 2 most recent La Liga games before the Champions League ended in losses against Barcelona and Athletic Bilbao. But I believe that Atletico Madrid are in a way better shape to win Valencia this weekend. Now, let's look at some stuff about these 2 teams. In the head-to-head across all competitions, in their head-to-head matches across all competitions, Atletico Madrid have won Atletico Madrid have won Valencia in 5 of their most recent 6 meetings. So only 1 match that Atletico Madrid failed to beat Valencia in the last 6 times they played. This is dominance. So Atletico Madrid have always dominated against Valencia, and statistics show that Atletico Madrid have won 70% of their most recent matches, while Valencia have 4 draws in their last 6 games in all competitions. How do you see that? 4 draws. So Valencia are going to struggle to see if they can end this match in a draw, but Atletico Madrid, which I believe have been dominant over Valencia, should find a way to win this particular game. That's what I was about saying. So Now, more stuff about this team. Atletico Madrid haven't lost any of their last 16 home matches against Valencia in all competitions. So playing at home, Atletico can't even lose to Valencia. That is not even negotiable when both of them meet at home. And then Atletico Madrid have managed to win 10 consecutive home games in all competitions. Let me check La Liga. La Liga, Atletico Madrid are on a run of... The last time Atletico Madrid lost at home was in April to Barcelona in all competitions. So it seems like it is now very difficult to defeat Atletico Madrid in their home. So I do not think Valencia should come and set a record that other teams have failed to set. Now, Atletico Madrid have scored 2+ goals in their last 5 home games against Valencia. Now, let's go to Valencia. Valencia have only won 2 of their last 26 away La Liga matches. So the form gap between Atletico Madrid and Valencia is very much different. That is why I picked Atletico Madrid as the last team that we should play straight to in this weekend. So these 5 teams come out a total of 6 odds, and I'm very much convinced that these 6 odds are very, very safe to play this weekend. So I want to do a quick recap before I round up this video so that we can just have a last look at these teams that I picked that we should play straight to in this weekend. So let's go. 5 teams to play straight to win this weekend. Number 1, Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League. Number 2, PSG in the French Ligue 1. Number 3, Inter Milan in the Italian Serie A. Number 4, Villarreal in the Spanish La Liga. And then number 5, Atletico de Madrid in the Spanish La Liga. Thanks guys for watching this video up to this point. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know everything you think about these teams that I picked that we should play straight to win. If you agree with me, please let me know. If you do not agree, also let me know. I'm waiting to hear your thoughts and your opinions about this game. I want to know everything you think. So if you agree, if you think there's a team here that will not win this weekend, please let me know so that we can start looking at that team and observing them very well. So thanks once again for watching this video, and do not forget to like these videos, do not forget to drop your comment, do not forget to subscribe to this channel.